Hey guys, Merry Christmas and Merry Boxing Day. Yesterday on Christmas Day I had a family event and I was covered in head to toe on little children. They were just bouncing and rolling all over my shoulders, and one of them even got onto my shoulders and was steering me by pulling on my hair to steer me left and right. And I thought this could be an embarrassing situation, you know what I mean? My hair came off. But Ultra Hold. The moment after I got rid of that terrible Ghost Bond, and I had to clean it all off and get all the white specks out. It took me way too long. I put Ultra Hold in, and that's what I've got in right now. And this is the stuff that was holding my hairpiece on while little kids were jumping on my shoulders and pulling on my hair here, like pulling on it, like just steering me with it. Eventually he said, oh, your hair's all sweaty, right? Because it's about 35 degrees Celsius. Still stayed on. And I got away with it. So, Ultra Hold is still the king of glues at the moment. Ghost Bond, regular. First of all, you might have all these rules about 7 minutes waiting time between thin applications that you're not allowed to rub in. Too thin with your finger, you gotta use a sponge maybe. And then you gotta wait 24 hours before wetting your hair and everything else. And it's very difficult to do the application because you can't adhere it during that part time. It's just gotta balance there on your head while it sets for hours. That alone throws it out the door. If you haven't got the practicalities of glue to be able to put it on your head easily, then it's already disqualified. Secondly, it creates massive amounts of little white bits, pebbles of white crap all over the place. I don't know what happens when it's been on your head for a while and then your head gets wet. Does it become like white shit that just sort of flakes off and you pull it here and then it comes out from underneath and the whole thing has no glue on it anymore because you pulled on a bit here? I expect so. I expect that's the way it works. If it has a really good hold, it's not going to be better than some little kid being able to tug on it, right? So Ultra Hold is fine for that. So Ghost Bond, as far as I'm concerned, is useless. Ultra Hold does the job. It leaves no white or any colour to it when it makes a mess. You can still get it off in just the same way as you would with Ultra Hold, except it's easier to get off. And it has a great hold. So this is day 2 or 3 right now. So as far as I'm concerned, Ghost Bond is, I'm going to wait weeks before I even test that again. It might be Supreme or XL or something like that, or Platinum maybe. But in the meantime, I don't like it at all. And you saw the results in the previous videos. It really is a nonsense product. Whereas Ultra Hold is also a nonsense product, but it works. It melts in heat and it shines through lace. But when you've got it with poly, you can't see it because it's underneath the poly and therefore the shine doesn't show through. Yeah, so in terms of this hairpiece, when I was talking about with poly, you've got stitchings because of the way they do it in the factory. It's done by hand apparently. You got some going that way and some going that way, and so they end up fluffing out. Luckily this one, the way I cut it and also the way I grabbed this section of a full-size wig, this leaf shape here, all of these are going in this direction. I bleached along the front here with peroxide and it's basically undetectable. Well, except for that spot there. That's the spot the other day. It's the same spot that was lifting the other day. I wonder why that is. Now that I can't blame Ghost Bond on that, unless there was some residual Ghost Bond on there that I didn't pick off properly. It's not happening on this side. But the good thing about Ghost Bond is, I'll just assume there's a little bit of glue there right now. And I'll spray some alcohol there and press it down. And it won't be perfect, but it'll get me through. So I guess that's a strike against Ultra Hold. So, I guess I'm making this video to tell you about the kids pulling on my hair to steer me, and they were pulling my hairpiece. They weren't pulling back here, they were pulling at the front. And it didn't come off. They were able to steer me, and I was like the horsey, right? So, that's a good test. Also, I've had sex with it a bunch of times, with Ultra Hold, and it didn't come off then either. That was with lace in the old days, when I had to sort of try and keep it all fluffed at the front so the shine wouldn't come through and not go out in sunlight and stuff like that. Yesterday I was out in the sunshine all day. But because it's poly, it doesn't shine, right? So, two good things. Poly, so long as you get all the hairs going in one direction, you've bleached it, it's a good solution as a hair piece. Secondly, the glue, Ultra Hold. So they're my top two picks. For glue, Ultra Hold, Walker Tape Ultra Hold. And for hair, 0.03mm poly, thin skin. Voila.